Here's an unpopular opinion. Fixed rate mortgages are overrated. Why lock yourself into 30 years worth of debt if you could potentially pay off your home in 6 years? Here's a much smarter play for you. I have a client who's got 28 years left on their mortgage, and with our First Lien HELOC strategy, we're paying this home off in 6.8 years, saving them over $140,000 in interest. Yes, it is a variable rate, but when you compare the First Lien HELOC next to a 30-year fixed mortgage, in most cases, it beats the brakes off of this loan. The most important thing when you finance your home is about the strategy, not the interest rate. The banks have got you brainwashed to only ask the lender one question, and that's usually, what's your interest rate? Here's my client's scenario. They owe $280,000 on their home. It's worth $800,000. They've got a 30-year fixed mortgage at 4.8%, and they've had this loan for 2 years. Their take-home pay is $6,000 a month, and at the end of the month, after all bills are accounted for, they've got $3,000 left over. So remember, with the First Lien HELOC, all we're doing is we're treating our mortgage like our checking account. We make our deposits, we pay our bills, and we just move on to the next month. That's all we're doing. This loan is about cash flow, not interest rate. Here's his 30-year fixed mortgage, again at 4.8%. Assuming he never refinances, never modifies the loan, he'll pay it off in 28 years. It'll cost him a little over $500,000. I'm going to refinance that same $280,000. You can see that there. We're going to pay off the loan in 82 months, saving him a total of $143,000 in interest. For those of you that are crying about the interest rate, that's how much interest you save per year by utilizing this HELOC strategy. $21,000. Because the First Lien HELOC is a variable rate, we're using an average of 8.3% to model out our entire scenario here. So you can see at 6.8, we pay it off. And because interest is attacked on a daily basis, we're only paying $85,000 in interest, which would be the equivalent of having an interest rate and effective APR on your mortgage of 1.8%. So even though this has a lower interest rate by almost half of what we're using here, the way that you calculate interest on a 30-year fixed mortgage and on a HELOC is two totally separate strategies. You guys are in love with this because this is what makes the banks rich, but the banks won't tell you that. And to prove my point, you can see here in 82 months, this client's going to be debt-free on their house. They have a $280,000 line of credit. With a lower interest rate, you would have only paid down $38,000 on this house, still owing $241,000 on your mortgage. If you want to lock your loan in for comfort, stay in your 30-year fixed loan. And I just showed you how much money you're wasting and how long you're going to be in your mortgage. The bank is winning. You're not winning. If you want to be smarter, use your income to go make it work for you, get you out of debt faster and start building some wealth, you have to think outside the box. And this First Lien HELOC allows you to do that.